Hey Libra, how are we today? Just doing a reading this week for you guys with your person in mind. Okay, so we'll be looking at your person, and so whether you are or aren't in contact with your person at the moment, this reading is for you because I will be doing a no contact section toward the end there. Okay, but today I am using the seventh seal lenormand deck there. I do also have the Island Time Wellness with me. I will be stopping and taking timestamps here and there, so don't mind if you do see me doing that. But we're starting today with a rune card for everybody as a bit of an overview of what's sort of going on with you and your person. So that's the Witch's Familiar runic deck. Runic Oracle deck, I believe it's called. But we'll sort of jump right on in for you, Libra. So Libra and your person. Libra and your person. Grab that overview card for you. Libra. Okay, so we have the Ride-ho rune for you there today. You can see the beautiful whale in that image. So we're probably looking at some big stuff happening. I would straight away, that's my intuition when it comes to the Ride-ho. So that's sort of talking about natural rhythms, journey, action, movement, and being on the right path. Okay, so definitely some big action headed your way. Action, journey, movement. It brings a lot of I'm already getting that sense of some new stuff going on for you guys there, Libra. Bring it on. Let's see what we've got, hey? Okay, so Libra and your person. Libra and their person. What's going on with Libra and their person at the moment? Okay, and I'll just clarify that second card. Clarify that message for Libra and your person, please. Okay. All right, so we are seeing abundance coming on through. Okay, so we may have some financial aspects affecting the connection at the moment with the fish coming through as the main overview for the connection. But it does just talk about abundance in general. So like we saw with that rune, an abundance of action happening for you guys at the moment. I feel, you may have quite a few different areas of life all sort of popping out at the moment for you when it comes to this particular connection. All right. So abundance. We do see also with the fish card, it is quite favorable for connections because we are seeing in this deck, it is the two little fishies there. So it's feeling like, we do have that sense of interconnectedness. Okay, so this fish card can actually talk also about Pisces, Aquarius, or Gemini as well. So we may see one of those signs being important to either yourself or your person. Now, that second card I got was the bear, clarified by the house energy there. Okay, so we are seeing someone kind of standing in their own power with that energy. So whether that's you or your person, or it could even just be the connection in general, standing strong at this current time. The bear is like a super strong, powerful card. And then with the stability and security of the house, clarifying that, definitely standing in our power at the moment. So feels like we're looking at a super strong connection, that we're going to be looking at quite a lot of abundance coming in when it comes to, strong, powerful elements within the connection, foundations being strong, and that sense of protectiveness over the connection and over each other, quite strong as well with the bear card there. Sometimes the bear can be like a little bit of a mama bear looking after its cubs. So I feel that you both may actually be quite protective of each other and the connection in general as well there. So that's quite lovely. So Libra, how does your person currently feel about you? How does this person currently feel about Libra? Okay, and one more, please. How does this person currently feel about Libra? Okay, so we're seeing a fair bit of balance there when it comes to this. We do have the snake firstly, followed by the scythe, and then the dog card as well. Okay, so what I'm sort of getting from this, I'm just sort of straight away with the snake card, you know, your person desires you quite a lot. They have a lot of ambition and temptation toward you with their feelings. But I am feeling that there may be some sort of it's not feeling too strong, but it may just be a little bit of deception when it comes to you know, the future they feel with you. They may be deceiving themselves a little bit over how strongly they do feel. They may be kind of telling themselves, I'm feeling that it's a physical connection. I'm feeling a lot of physical, you know, draw towards Libra. But I feel like they may be deceiving themselves a little bit about the more emotional side of things. Okay, so we'll see as we go through, but we are seeing with the scythe does talk about sudden changes to that. Okay, so something could be suddenly, you know, they may suddenly be breaking free of that self-deception, you know, and having that sudden sort of change. So I do feel like there is going to be some sort of sudden change in their feelings. Okay, so I do feel that it's moving toward more emotional feelings, judging from the dog being the next card there. But I am feeling that, you know, right now they're kind of feeling that physical draw to you a lot more. And then we could see a sudden change where they are all of a sudden starting to feel, you know, more loyal and compassionate towards you. Okay. And supportive as well. Like we did see the bear, so supportive is going to be a strong element with the dog card there as well. So the dog is talking about friendships as well. Okay, so it does feel as though, you know, they're kind of going to kind of realize that they have such a strong connection to you, and they do feel super loyal to you. You know, so like I said, it does feel like they will be bringing in some extra elements, not just this physical thing at the moment. So you know, the dog also can be quite protective as well. So they're going to sort of, I feel this sudden change is going to be leading them to feeling more protective over you and the connection as well. And, you know, I don't feel that that desire is going to drop off at all. I don't feel that the desire for you is going to be changed. I do just feel that they're going to sort of be um, changing how they're thinking about things, okay, changing how they're feeling about things. Like they may currently be feeling, you know, a lot more of those desirous feelings, the physical kind of feelings, and wanting that physical closeness with you. But I feel like the change that we're going to see is going to bring in more emotion and more loyalty and protectiveness over the connection, which, you know, obviously having a strong base in friendship is important for a lot of connections, you know, and I feel like that's what's going to be sort of coming in once they sort of do start these sort of, it's going to be like a pretty quick process. I think they're going to kind of realize, hang on, you know, that's kind of what I'm getting from that. Um, I will let you know, Libra, there is the negative to that as well, that they may be feeling like this is only a physical connection, and then suddenly realizing that it's only a friendship as well. I do feel I need to mention that. That may resonate for one or two Libras, but like I said, you know, I am getting that other message much more strongly, but we'll see from their actions what we're sort of looking at when it comes to that. I just thought I'd bring that up. Just it may resonate for just one or two of you that we may be sort of suddenly realizing that, hang on, this is not quite as much as I thought it was. Okay. Like that sex buddy kind of vibe, you know, like, yeah. But like I said, not for everyone, that particular bit. Okay, so Libra, your person's next actions towards you. Libra's next, the person, Libra's person, your person, and their next actions toward Libra, please. Okay, so I'm getting the masculine energy coming through the animus there. I am getting the whip as well. But then that's followed by the lily. Okay, so I feel like this may not even be related as much to the connection. This feels like someone who's having trouble at work, to be honest. It does, or although it could also be someone like, and I feel like this is your person, this masculine energy, like we saw in the snake and the dog energy. They're kind of their feelings are very physical at the moment. They're not sort of emotional as such, and the masculine energy is very sort of stoic and non-emotional. They work from logic a lot more than emotions. Whereas on the other side of that whip card, we've got the lily, which is an emotional sort of card. It does talk about intimacy, so I feel though with the whip there, the whip talks about tensions and troubles. So I feel like your person is having trouble with intimacy when it comes to you guys. They're really having trouble with this intimacy stuff. Okay, so you know, emotional intimacy. It can also be like vulnerability. They're feeling too vulnerable with this lily card, and that's causing them a lot of tension, and they don't know how to deal with it. Is kind of the vibe I'm getting. But like I said, it could be totally disrelated, and it could be their next action is just that they're going to have some trouble at work. The lily can sometimes talk about work. And also the lily does talk about longevity as well. So they might be quite tense about how do I make this long term? How do I do this connection long term? But I'm really feeling it's got something to do with that emotional intimacy. Okay, they're kind of, I feel like they're really troubled by like not knowing how to be emotionally intimate and not knowing how to be vulnerable and emotional. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting from their next actions. Sort of some sort of tension for them. It feels like tension on their end. So then their next action is going to be quite tense and um, conflicted kind of a feeling. Okay, so yeah, however that resonates for you in your particular situation, you may understand that message a little bit better than I do. I do. I am just sort of getting that. Yeah, they like it feels like they don't know how to like display emotion, and they don't know how to be in a more feminine energy. Their actions are to just continue to be quite masculine and work from logic, and then when they've got emotions stirring up, they just don't know how to display that and deal with that, and that's causing them some tension and anxiety and trouble for themselves. Like they're feeling quite conflicted because I feel like they want to show this intimacy. I feel like they do want to show intimacy towards you. They're just sort of really conflicted about how. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some advice for you, Libra. Advice for Libra with how to deal with their person, please. Advice for Libra, how to deal with this person, please. Okay, so I am seeing the clouds, the clover, and the tree. So I'm kind of feeling with the clouds, I'm kind of feeling like this energy may lead you to overthink things. So just be very wary of not overthinking things. But also I feel like it's kind of talking about I feel like you may feel rather confused by this energy, and overthink it a little bit and get a bit anxious yourself about this energy coming from your person. So as advice, I would kind of be sort of saying, try to not overthink things, and try to look for the silver lining. Every cloud has a silver lining kind of a vibe, and try to keep your thoughts really super positive. So we do see that supportive, protective element on the table. So definitely try to be supportive. That maybe this is just your person, and they get stuck in their head too much. So don't let that get you stuck in your head. Okay. I feel like this might just be your letting us know that this is just your person, and they just think too much, and they just get stuck in that logical state, more in that mind state, more than feelings. Okay, so they really feel with their thoughts, they don't feel with their emotions. They feel with logic rather than their emotions. And so I'm feeling that we might just sort of need to make sure that we're not doing the same thing. Make sure that if we're seeing the masculine energy for them, maybe however you can sort of incorporate some more femininity into the connection, some more feminine type soft elements, and a safe sort of space for them to have this anxiety and still be supported. I do feel support is going to be quite, and having compassion for that overthinking feeling is going to be quite important there. With the clover, we do see that's just general good fortune quite a lot of the time. So you do have this ability to bring good fortune into the connection as your advice. But as an advice card, it kind of does sort of say, take a bit of a chance on this person, and take a chance on giving them a bit of your own wisdom and your own um, you know, talk to them about how far you've grown when it comes to overthinking things and being anxious about things and being non-emotional about things. It may be a really good opportunity for you to sort of give them some of your knowledge. Okay, I feel like it's sort of talking about taking a bit of a risk towards your own self-growth within all this issue as well. But it really does talk about knowledge and wisdom as well. So I feel like you've probably got a bit of wisdom within you that you can actually be really helping your person. So, take a risk and talk to them about some of the things that, maybe you need to be emotionally vulnerable in order to bring that out of them as well. And that's sort of what I'm feeling from that as advice there. But definitely able to take a bit of a gamble and, have those deeper growth type conversations, where you are branching out a little bit and maybe talking about things that are a little bit deeper that you guys may not have talked about a little before, but I feel like you really do have a lot of wisdom to share with your person. Okay, so don't be afraid to share your wisdom with them when it comes to how to deal with anxiety and how to actually be emotional. All right, but outcomes for this connection. Libra and their person, outcomes for this connection, please. Okay, so I did have flying out at me there the Phoenix card. Okay, so we do sort of find that, the Phoenix is new phases, rekindling, renewing, transformation, growth, and a changed mind. So that's sort of reiterating what we've already sort of seen. The changed mind there with that scythe when I was talking about they're changing their mind on you. They thought it was just a physical thing, but they're changing their mind and realizing there's a bit more to it. And that transformation and that new phase, rekindling. And I feel like this growth and transformation is really all about, helping them be more emotional and more intimate with you. Okay, so that's lovely. The second card I have gotten there as an outcome for this connection, we have the wedding rings. Okay, so that talks about union, weddings, married, soul connections, eternal love, and everlasting promises. Okay, so the the outcomes are definitely there. It's really, I feel, going to take a bit of a risk and help your person at the moment. I feel might be quite important for you there, Libra. All right. So yeah, that's a bit of a off-center kind of message today, Libra, but I hope that helps and resonated for you in some way, shape, or form. You are more than welcome to check your other placements or check your person's placements as well. Make sure you leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of that particular storyline we had coming through there today. Anyone that does comment will go in the draw for a free personal reading as well. But I'll move over to Libras and the people that they are not in contact with at the moment. So Libra and the person that you are not currently in contact with. Libra and the person they are not in contact with. What's going on? Okay, so we are seeing the snake card there as well as the sun card. Okay, so what we're sort of seeing with that snake card is there's a lot of desire for each other, I feel, with that snake card. But what I'm actually getting from that today is that, their ambitions are reaching the sun. The ambitions are, as bright as the sun is. The ambitions and the passion quite strong once again, but the desires and the ambitions within this connection are coming through as super strong, like high as the sky. And we do, with this particular sun card, we do see some mountain imagery as well. So we're definitely seeing some challenges that have been revealed within the connection, and that may have been what has led to this no contact, because sometimes the sun, can bring things to light. So I feel that something may have come to light, and that's what sort of led to this no contact. But it may also have to do with these ambitions being so strong as well. Either you or your person may have some really strong ambitions outside of the connection, and that's kind of what's led to the no contact. We may be sort of finding that, the ambition so they might be like focusing on work or other ambitions quite strongly, and it's kind of led to a bit of no contact between the two of you. But with the sun on the table straight away, that's like the happiest card, in one of the happiest cards in the deck. So there is already, I can see that there is definitely some sort of strong connection there, and the possibilities do feel pretty endless when it comes to the sun card there. But we'll sort of have a look here. The person that Libra is not in contact with, what are their feelings towards Libra? The person that Libra is not in contact with, what are their feelings towards Libra? I had two that wanted to come out here. So once again, like I said, they may be focused on other things. We're seeing the tree card, so that usually is a self-based card. So one of you guys, or I feel like it's them, is probably focused on some other stuff at the moment. Libra, they are sort of feeling like the need to grow as a person, the need to grow themselves, and branch out. Once again, I'm getting that career kind of vibe coming through. So they definitely could be focused on other things at the moment outside of the connection. All right. The tree really does talk about, gaining wisdom, gaining knowledge as well. So we are sort of seeing some of the similar elements as what we saw in the your person section as well. So, you may want to watch both the entirety of this video rather than just the no contact section. But yeah, it feels like they're just sort of focused on other things at the moment. They may be trying to, they may even be, going and getting some extra education and those kinds of things with the tree card at the moment, and just focusing on that. But what I'm sort of seeing there is that we do have the Tower and the Star that have come out there as well. Okay, so the Star really does talk about wishes, the things that we hope for and we're optimistic for. But with the Tower there, that's kind of bringing me to light that this is kind of in the past. Okay, so your person is feeling like you were their wish, but the key word being were. Okay, so I am feeling that they are feeling an element. They are quite strongly feeling this element of things being in the past. But with the wishes card there, though, you kind of never know. It kind of can go both ways, and wishes in our past can still be current as well. But also because the Tower could actually just could be talking a little bit more about this tree card, and needing some solitude at the moment. Okay, and I really feel that that's sort of the entirety of what I'm getting from those three cards is that, it could be they just need some solitude to grow through some other things, and the wishes for you are still on the table. But the other element could be that, they are feeling that this is a past opportunity, a past wish that was not fulfilled. Okay. And so they are trying to focus on themselves. But we'll sort of see, because usually the actions are a little bit more telling than their feelings. So Libra and the person that they are not currently in contact with. What will this person's next actions be towards Libra, please? Okay, and just one more. The person that Libra is not in contact with, what will their next actions towards Libra be, please? Okay, so it's kind of reiterating they just need some solitude. They just need some time to themselves to grow a little bit, because their next actions, we have the bear followed by the clover and the fish. Okay, so with the bear, that's definitely sort of just needing to stand in their own power. They're feeling quite defensive at the moment, a bit standoffish. You don't want to get too close to a bear because they will chew your face off. But it is a strong, powerful card as well. But yeah, just feeling that they're a little bit defensive at the moment. They're just needing to have that solitude, I feel, for a little while there. But then when they are sort of ready, they will be sort of taking a chance to bring that abundance back. Okay, and they will take a bit of a risk to meet up with some abundance. Okay, because and you can see in this particular deck, it's just the two fish in the abundance card there. So, that really does bring to mind just, you are their fish, and they will take a chance to come back on in. But we may not be seeing that for a little while, with that other energy sitting there, that they sort of need that time to themselves, and they are quite, in that defense mode, I feel, at the moment. Okay. But we'll sort of have a look at the outcome for you as well, Libra. Libra and the person that they are not in contact with. Near future outcomes for Libra and the person that they are not in contact with, please. Okay, and then what? And then what? Is that going to be Libra or Libra's person that they are not in contact with? Clarity, please, for that last card. Is that Libra or the person that Libra is not in contact with, please? Okay, just give me a second, Libra. I just want to double check what signs I have here. Okay, so I'm not getting any signs in the not actually getting any signs coming through in this last outcome section, but we have seen a couple of other signs that have popped up for you in this section already. Okay, so the sun can talk about a Leo. The snake energy could talk about a Scorpio. So as the general overviews, one or both of you may have a strong Scorpio or Leo placement. And then we are seeing Virgo and Saggy on the board as well there, Libra. But yeah, for some reason, I just felt that one of these may have especially that one. 9 of Diamonds, and it's butterfly. Okay, with it's tied the end. I'm just trying to work out exactly what that outcome is telling us. Okay, well, firstly, we're seeing the cross card, okay? And then that cross imagery has closed in that outcome as well, all right? I'm going to grab one more card. That cross card does talk about trusting in God and trusting in the universe. You know, that things will work out the way you want them to, Libra. But it can also talk about a cross to bear, like a bit of a burden that your person might be carrying at the moment. I feel like your person is carrying some sort of a burden at the moment, and that's why they're needing this solitude. Okay, so what comes after that? What comes after that, please? Libra and the person that they are not in contact with. Okay, cool. Okay. I thought it was going to tell me that. I thought it was going to tell me that. There we go. So, trust. Have trust in God, the universe, whatever you believe in. Have trust that, you know, it may not be anytime soon, but have faith that this definitely could come back around if you want it to, Libra. So, you know, if you do want it to come back around, have faith that it may, and it has the possibility to do so, okay? Because what we're sort of seeing here is, like I've just pulled out so many cards there just to make sure I'm talking about what I'm talking about. But what we're seeing is the fox energy and then the mouse energy, and then followed by that coffin energy, which that last card that definitely clarified where we're going in the story. We have the rider as well, okay? So the fox energy, once again, talking about keeping to themselves a little bit. They're in self-survival mode. Like I said, they may be burdened by something at the moment. They're in a little bit of self-survival mode. They are really needing that solitude at the moment. Something is really weighing them down, like nibbling away, chewing away at them. Okay, there's something that has whatever this burden is, whatever it is, they need this solitude at the moment. It's something that's sort of, it feels like it's kind of like eating away at them. It's something they need to sort out, okay? They may have some external issues that they need to deal with, some things from the past definitely could be possible that they have not dealt with, and they need to go through a phase of self-growth to be able to deal with those things properly. Because then what we're sort of seeing is, with that coffin card, that really does talk about death and rebirth, things needing to end in order to have new beginnings. Okay, so like I said, that closed out with that cross imagery on both there. You can see the coffin there does have that cross imagery on it. So it's talking about closing off that burden, ending whatever that is for them, ending that cycle that is burdensome to them, whatever it is that's eating away at your person. They need to close that down, shut that off, end that cycle so that things can start to happen for them, okay, so that they can start to have new beginnings coming on through. Okay, and the reason I needed that extra card was just to clarify that yes, the new beginnings definitely are on the other side of that. Okay, and they are with that rider card there. He does talk about good news coming on in. Okay, so we're just waiting for your person to end out a past cycle, close off something that's weighing on them heavily and challenging them a little bit, burdening them at the moment. We're just waiting on them to, and it's going to take solitude and self-growth for them to be able to do that. Obviously, with the rider card there, that does sort of let me know that they will be able to do that. It's just a matter of timing at this stage. Okay, so it's just looking like it's going to take some time, Libra, and then the new opportunities will definitely be there eventually. Okay, so I don't want to sort of let you know that, oh yeah, they're coming back tomorrow or anything like that, because this is going to take some time. Okay, they've got some stuff. They need to sort of deal with. Okay, so I feel like giving them some space to deal with their ish and, get their self-growth happening. Okay, like we saw back in their feelings, that wish card is still there. So, and that desire and happiness element as the overview was pretty strong. So, there definitely is hope. Okay, and we're seeing that with that cross imagery as well. Have faith in this person. If you want them to eventually come back around to you, have faith that they will, and you will be able to manifest that when the time is right. But yeah, it is definitely just going to take a bit of time, Libra. What I'll do, I do have here with me doing extras for everybody today. So what I have here is I have my little cards that I'm in the process of making up with, I've got letters, months, and star signs on these cards. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull out the months, because we don't really need to know their initials, because you already know who the person that we're talking about is. Okay, and what we're going to do, we're going to see if we can get some clarity. I'll pull out two though. Okay, so we may see two separate months that may be when the person that Libra is not in contact with. When will we see this person get through this burden and ride on back? We did have that rider, finishing that off there. When will we see the rider coming around with his good news? Okay, so we've got December and January have come out. Okay, so probably Christmas time, somewhere around there. Capricorn season we're looking at with December and January. Like I said, I knew I had to draw out both because for we're doing collective reads, it's going to be different time frames for everyone, but we are just looking at the one time frame anyway. December and January, that is still quite a while away, so like I said, it's going to take some time for this person to deal with their stuff. Okay, so my advice, Libra, is to just do your own thing. You worry about what's best for you at the moment. Your person needs to worry about themselves. Okay. Well, thank you for sticking around, Libra. If that resonated, let me know in the comments. If not, check other placements, or your person's placements or whatever. But hopefully I'll see you all again soon. But yeah, make sure you do leave a comment. You will get you will go in the draw for that free personal reading as well. Okay. And obviously subscribe so you can keep updated when that comes around. But thank you so much for your time today, Libra, and I'll hopefully see you all again soon.